Good afternoon, my name is Diego Correa of Diego Correa Interior Design. Thank you for being here with me, watching this, my second video, which aim is to talk about concepts. It is a part of a series which aim is to give you some ideas, thoughts about those concepts that are important to have clear when you are facing the possibility of starting your own project of interiors. I think that clarity is going to help you to save money, time, but more importantly, is going to be a very good reference when measuring how the outcome is reflecting your vision, that vision that started with those concepts that you decided to implement. So today we're going to be talking about art versus craftsmanship. I think for understanding this in a more probably easier way, I would like to talk about two of the main areas that have a huge influence in my work as interior designer and in how I see and feel that the space in a home should work or need to work. That's my personal approach, and those are architecture and art. Why both of them? Excuse me. Architecture. The reason of being architecture is giving us shelter. It satisfies a physical need of protection. Art. For me, art is a channel of communication, a communication with that part of you, within you, whereas you want to call it soul, consciousness, spirit, it doesn't matter. It connects with that part of you that helps you to have a better understanding of the universe, of what surrounds you that you cannot touch, that is intangible. So I think that this is very important, because at the end of the day, when you design in a home, we're dealing with emotions, we're talking with that part of the soul that is what drives us to enjoy our homes. So as human beings, we are extremely curious creatures. We always try to improve things, to create new things, to challenge them, to make them in another way. And I think this is why great architecture not just gives or satisfies a physical need, which could relate to the shape of that building, the form of that building, the colors of that building, or the texture, but give that something else, the structure of that building, put us in a closer relationship with our spiritual needs. And that is why that is where architecture and art converge and create a work of art. So as we can see, many buildings can have that strong presence as work of art with their own merits. The beauty about interior design is that we need to deal in a regular basis with these two products of human creativity, architecture and art. And it is in the way that we organize the elements in that space that we connect with one physical reality or with a more elevated reality. When we as interior designers decide to work in a space that is which aim when we interior designers, sorry to repeat this, when we interior designers approach an interiors from a visual point of view, right, we pay a very important attention to the craftsmanship of the elements that are going to part of that space. This with the aim of pleasing you visually, it's a beautiful space, harmonious, pretty, gorgeous, however you want to qualify that space. That, of course, doesn't guarantee that that space is going to give you that fulfillment that is going to make you feel that that space represents you or has got something else beyond the beauty of that space. So interior design can achieve both areas for you. Can achieve a beautiful physical presence, which I would say that many times relates to the ability of the people who were in that for making beautiful objects that we call very good craftsmen of craftswoman, or we have that other thing that is elevates that the understanding, the enjoyment of that space into something else. So it's that beautiful way of addressing an interiors that is going to give you one or other outcome. I think that is really important. As happens with architecture, some buildings are very well built, and they just, because very good craftsman people or craftsman women made them, but they don't go beyond that extra bit. They don't go to that level of connection with your soul. And with interiors happens exactly the same. So sometimes you feel that a space is very beautiful, very pretty, but there is not soul behind it. And whatever you call soul, if soul is that space really represents you as the owner and user of that space, or that space is more like a very plain arrangement of objects, all of them very well crafted, but there is no substance in them. So when you are choosing an interior designer, I think that is very important that you pay attention, if you want, of course, to what do you want he or she to achieve for you. How do you want he or she to work with you? What do you want to achieve? A very beautiful space, very impeccable, very well crafted, or would you like something else? And is that something else that the designer is going to be able to pick in you and in your lifestyle? So as an interior design, in my case personally, I'm driven for both. I'm driven for working in something that expresses your personality, and something as well that is very well crafted, because it's in both really where the pleasure and the enjoyment of any space should be, as I said. And I think that all of us deserve the best if we can to have it. And that I would say that is something that, of course, you need to decide when taking the decisions about what you want to do. So I really hope that this a small dissertation about deciding, helping you to decide how do you want to conceptualize your space. I give you some ideas, when you're starting that process. If you would like to discuss about this or another points, concepts, please give me a call. It would be a pleasure to talk to you. My phone number is 0755 402 5486, or you can go to my website and read about other posts and see my work as well, www.diegocorreainteriordesign.com. So thank you very much for sharing your time with me, and looking forward to see you the next time when I'm going to be talking about another concept that hopefully is going to be of interest to you. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and looking forward to see you soon. Thank you.